Now you got me wondering who got up off the ground now.
The other one, it was just a count just before that.
The other
man got on the ground.
Okay.
I was a gas in my car.
Okay. It was a baby tap.
Oh, Uncle Luke having a show this weekend at Vegas. Nigga,
gotta get a clip of this and put this for
hey, Luke
Mike,
having
so
a
Mike,
nigga, you already know it's about to be the freak nigga all over again. Nigga.
Oh, yeah, please do that. Yes.
Hey, I wonder if you could do your thing. You remember how you put my head on that body and Mike Tyson? I wonder if you could put your head on that nigga body.
I'm not doing it motion.
Always go
Man,
to
I need to find out who know how to do that.
yeah, that would be funny. What, Mike? But you know what? We can make it easy to that. Remember old boy that beat him up? Remember old boy beat him up all into the ropes, nigga. We could just put my face on him. No, not Busted, the last nigga when Mike was just done. Can't think old boy. Man, beat him up.
Mike Tyson got one of those overrated fighters of all time.
Mike Tyson? No, man. Mike Tyson.
He didn't beat anybody with substance. Every substantive fight he fought, he lost.
He beat
like
Spinks.
100% of them.
I need to go get my weed.
When he was 20. Larry Holmes was old. I'm talking about like when he fought. He never fought Riddick Bowe when they prime. He didn't even have that fight. Legs Lewis beat his ass. All the other heavyweights that had names during the time that he fought whooped his ass. They're the same age. Holyfield whooped his ass.
What do you call it? Your preview, intro preview.
Oh.
I'm not getting this to OBS.
So how are we supposed to do that?
Definitely much better.
It's working. Oh, so you're not able to get the.
Then through OBS, when I go to start the stream, it says you can't.
It says what?
It says I want to put the stream key in. So like I ain't even started here. You get what I'm saying?
They in there.
Yeah.
People is in there. You just gotta.
I'm not really feeling that. I mean, you good, but I'm hearing the line noise.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, yeah, it's like just really.
Oh yeah.
That's not working. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
How do we adjust it?
Yeah.
Is it too loud?
Let me see here. Menu.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not good.
That was clear. You want to hear it? I mean, it got.
Go ahead.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Yeah, see it. Not doing it.
I had a lot of these a few years ago. Yeah. Hell no. Drove trucks, nigga.
Oh, you gotta wear those. Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's my shit, Bullyfoot.
That was the name of your truck, Willie?
No, that's the name of my corporation.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Hey, hey, hey. Testing 1 2. All right, Kraig.
It needs to communicate with the board. Well, you gotta tell it through the settings, bro.
All right, so let's switch this out again.
Oh, it works.
No, because it's too much interference. That's what I'm saying. You can't, like they were saying, you can't have two of these things in the same thing. I'm gonna go here. Yeah, okay. Now, let me hear you.
Testing 1 2 3.
That's much better.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Let me hear the other guys.
Yo. Talking about me?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Nice and loud. Mic check. 1 2 3.
Everything clears now. Everything's clearer now. Now. I don't know none of the words after that part.
Black as it's ever been. Dark night, I'm losing. The best thing I can do is just let it go. I know I don't want to do it, but I continue to push. You just pull away. I got that reality. I didn't treat her like she wanted to be treated.
That nigga stupid. You think that's why the bitch left? Niggas be full.
We should do some real commentary on. Like, we know what these niggas mean in certain situations and shit. We should just do little pieces of that, like, this stupid ass nigga.
Bitch is bored, man.
Yeah, break down R&B song. You know what I'm saying?
Like they do in church, read one scripture to stop it.
Hold on. We're gonna talk about this part.
Look how much of a sucker this nigga is. We wanted to be. Mama used to say.
Yeah.
Care about what their mama said. This soft ass nigga. We gonna fast forward and get into their life today. This nigga divorced 4 times. Life broke, 6 kids, 3 marriages. That nigga ain't worth the brilliant. Listening to Mama used to say. What daddy said, mama was screaming at.
Daddy's out living his life.
Right? What God are you praying to, my nigga?
Like, how you ask God to pray for someone like you? What if the bitch came with one leg?
All your life, nigga, like.
And then where is this bitch that you finally found? Nigga, she should have been a drug alcohol counselor. You niggas out here fucked up.
That's Dave Hollison. Are you sure you're a one-woman man, or is it you just mad right now?
Right.
Is it permanent, nigga, or is it just because you got your heart broke?
Everything's different now. No, it isn't. You got a new bitch and a new kid right here. What are you talking about? Right. Yes.
What did you do?
get together.
You stupid tired. You could tell by the plum hair he was gonna trip. Yeah. Well, you already knew his hair was platinum. He had a finger ring, nigga. Like, that nigga did a one-hand cartwheel, my nigga.
Man, Cisco. Is Cisco like the hottest flame that flamed up the fastest? Like, I mean, he was hot.
Yeah, he was.
But then, like 9 months later, that shit was done.
See, but the thing is, one thing about Cisco, Jesus walked on water, but Cisco walked on beaches. Did you ever notice that? There's a poetry I thought some of the church motherfuckers. Did walk on beaches.
What do you
Cisco went solo in 2000.
What do you need?
Went crazy.
And then by 2001, he still singing that one song.
Yeah, let's go.
He wasn't singing it all.
Yeah.
Oh my, my love, you're everything I need and more. You are my lady, you're all I'm living for. I just want the world to know. They don't make suckers like they used to. You are my lady. And he don't even like bras. Yeah, why does everything I need? That's a cold one. Who is the
My question is,
If you think you're lonely now, wait until the night.
what?
Because think about this, she complaining and everything, and then if he say, wait until tonight, that's a put up or shut up moment right there.
You just wait 1 second. You just wait and see.
Why she gotta?
He got a pack.
Why he a punk? That's why she acts like that, because he making her wait on the discipline. Right now.
He had the
Gloves on, bitch.
You're right. Niggas back then they didn't have an Atari to pack. Like now you gotta pack your PlayStation 5, but back then it wasn't no Atari to pack up.
Is it fair to fight your girl if she got boxing gloves on? And if you got boxing, no, if she got boxing, no, you got boxing gloves on.
She using her rear
bare knuckle. That make it fair.
Oh, that's cool then.
what about a boxing helmet?
You give her the head. Yeah, I'll fight you.
Actually, seen that happen before.
You-
on like YouTube or something. His girl kept messing with him and stuff like that. Basically, he was like, you know what, I had enough. And he put on the boxing gear.
Say it again.
I said he had on the boxing gear. They got basically put on the boxing gear and he slid her.
Really?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? He recorded it and everything. He was like, she was a white woman, he was a black guy.
Oh, he's on good.
All right, I guess he wanted to make sure it was consensual.
Free him.
Yeah, we never had it all years. That took him out 20 years. He went me after that.
Like Cosby.
Who made you catch her fade for the pussy every night?
The moment that you gonna take it.
That's how she would know you was cheating if you started losing.
You can't even hit me hard.
That's funny.
What if she made you submit?
That is funny.
It's nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do. She just make you tap out. Your girl.
Hey, damn, what if like you was
just
dating
gotta
like
take-
UFC shit, bro, and she made you go through all of that bullshit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to get it.
Man. Yeah.
You don't make me bleed. You ain't getting none of this.
She got the ding 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 on her phone. I got you every night.
That's an alarm she got scheduled.
Yeah.
You know what time it is.
It's your fade alarm. Hey,
It's 8:58.
that's hilarious, man. Ding 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 ding. Y'all heard about the new what's today? Tuesday? Yeah. Y'all heard what they just said about monkeypox?
Oh yeah.
I know we talked about it last week. They said, and people in this community should be outraged. They said the highest cases of monkeypox are found in gay and bisexual men.
Gay man. Thing about bisexual.
But then the next line in the article say that it's not sexually transmitted. So, well, how does that work?
What is monkeypox? I'm out the game. What is monkeypox?
Monkeypox is
Sound like
a
some
virus that causes your skin to bump up like the mumps or,
It's
or-
new?
It's not new. It's been around since 1958. Humans didn't actually, the first documented cases of humans getting it was in 1970. So it's, we talked about it on the last show. Remember? Oh, you weren't there yet. Basically, it is called monkeypox, they say, because in the Congo, there was 2 troops of monkeys that they first found had this infection.
Everything come from monkeys?
I don't know if everything comes
That's
from
what they
monkeys.
say, right?
I got a question.
Well,
I got a question. Why do they every year they hype up diseases like the new Jordans though?
Because they're making money off of
They
it.
got to keep you
Go buy
control.
something to fix it.
But it sounds to me, it sounds to me as if the monkeypox gets spread by shit dicking. It's shit.
One more time.
Well, no,
One more
it's-
time
it's
for
a-
those people
it's a
that didn't
mud
catch
monkey.
that door.
It's a mud monkey disease.
What they said,
You are Spunky and the Mud Monkey. You have a better chance.
Spunky the Mud Monkey?
Spunky and the Mud Monkey.
if only
My spunk is a mud monkey.
Spunky Brewster.
if only gay dudes and bisexual, which is still gay, if they're the main ones spreading it, that means there's dookie involved.
Right. Well, here's the thing. No, listen. Well, but you're correct, but you're incorrect because it's not about
Correct me, brother. Correct me.
the feces. It's the same reason they call AIDS back in the day a gay disease. It's because in the anal portion of the body, if you're having sex there, it's got open cuts in it.
Dookie love.
You feel what I'm saying? Like the pussy is durable. The pussy is built to take dick and penetration and not cut up. But the ass, if you breathe on the ass, it's gonna lacerate. You feel what I'm saying? So I believe that's why they're saying that gay dudes are more likely to get it, because they're stronger beings and they're pummeling each other. You feel what I'm saying?
They go.
You know what I mean?
They drive it.
And the butt gonna cut up when it's a pummel going on.
They enter in the freeway on the exit. They enter in the freeway on the exit, so I guess that it's not made for that. They're going against traffic.
Going against traffic.
But yeah, that's weird how the CDC would label that a gay disease. My educated guess, my hypothesis is that's why they're saying that, but I don't know if that's why they're saying it.
They say that. Why don't they label it that?
Right.
And they couldn't get that from bestiality. They got a lot of more wild shit out there that's going on.
They should specify that, man, because if I was a part of that community, I'd take that as a shot. Otherwise, why do you label something with my group with no obvious link? Right. Obvious link.
There is a link. It's the men, and they just don't want to say what it is because they don't want to offend that community. They don't want to be direct.
Well, they can't say they don't want to offend the community when they outright say, "Hey, this is
It's the
link."
gay disease. I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's saying it happens most, and they just leave us to hypothesize. And my hypothesis is dookie swapping.
They didn't
It's
leave.
like doo-doo. It's like shit swapping is what making it. If women ain't getting it, the straight dudes ain't getting it like that. It's just the dudes who, they wear diapers.
Saying the audio is. It is.
Crack, crack. Snap, crackle, pop. Y'all hearing the snap, crackle, pop?
Yeah, man. That nigga said shit sticking.
Yeah, shit.
What we got to do to get correct? How,
Get it together. We fixing it.
Let it go.
I saw that story. I was like, I think I better let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Look like another love TKO. Like a motherfucking TKO. The SEC wouldn't let him.
We was barely eating in integrated restaurants. Now you talking about using swear words?
Yeah. That was that C. Dolores Turner.
Yeah.
Something like the Isley Brothers had Fight the Power. They had some cussing in that. You know when they said, "Well, I'm tired of all this bullshit going down." That was about as much cussing as you can get.
Yeah.
They try to read up the punches and say my music too loud.
The wine sound cool. Let's hear how it sound.
We're still live, huh? Back in the day when I was not a kid anymore. Back in the day when I was just a little nigga-ro. Still look up to my bigger bro, so when he went out macking and I can maybe mac a baby hood rat.
Him and Will.I.am went to Palisades at the same time. Domino.
If that gets old and too cold to hack it, throw on a bomber jacket.
You can hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3.
Always got.
Hello? What you think now? We good? I can't hear it, but is it? All right. All right, let me put this. I'm gonna just relocate this to my. Looks like another. What can I put there? All right. We back? We good? God. Tell me what y'all, can y'all hear me clear? Mic is working. Forgot where we left off, man. Man, you can't trust nobody, man. Not even family, man. You think it's somebody you could really trust like 100%? God? Really?
Can you trust
You
yourself?
trust God more than your mama?
Yeah.
Do you trust yourself 100%?
That's the only, I mean, yeah.
What you are going to do and what you're not going to do.
Right.
I mean, only you can hold yourself accountable for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know you.
Okay.
I think it starts there. If you can't trust yourself, it ain't going no further. You know
But
what I
here's
mean?
the
It's
thing.
not
I agree with that,
possible to-
Snaps.
You're not perfect and you trust you, so why not trust other people?
I trust other people.
No, you can trust people.
I trust my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother.
Them too? Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm starting not to trust party flyers. I be getting some flyers, man, and I show up. It ain't nothing like what was painted on the flyer.
It ain't matching up. The energy ain't matching up.
Matching.
Is that your first bag of potato chips?
Nigga invited me to a yacht party.
Yeah.
They had the yacht on the picture, right?
Okay, nigga invited me to a yacht party. Yacht mean luxury, right?
Right. Hors d'oeuvres and all that.
That means staff.
Yeah.
All yachts have staff.
Absolutely.
You feel me? They got a captain. Hello, I'm Captain. This is my first hand, and this is our ship maiden. Like they got motherfuckers that work on the ship that make it luxury.
Introduce themselves.
My cousin gave me a flyer to what I thought was a yacht party this nigga was throwing. I show up and it ain't no yacht, nigga. It's just a big ass boat.
A fishing boat?
Nigga, it's a tugboat.
I know.
Nigga, a tugboat ain't nothing but a fucking tow truck on the water. Nigga, I'm in line waiting to get in. I'm hearing Mayday calls. Mayday, Mayday. I done fucked around here to school of Dawson. Yeah, I think they mad at me, nigga. I'm hearing angry echolocation behind my boat. Like, Mayday, Mayday. Yeah, man. Fuck that, man.
Nah, hey, when you get the club flyers, don't nobody, the girls, they don't even look like that up to par. You know what I mean? That'd be the worst.
Say what it is, man. People just say what the fuck it is. Yeah, people just say what it is, man. You know, I don't know what's the trouble with that, man. What's the worst case of bamboozlement you've ever been to, where you showed up and you was like,
Man, I went to an after party, man, for an event, and I thought that it was going to be cracked. That's what they said. Everybody was supposed to be going to that after party. I went there, it was a warehouse. You know what I'm saying? With the strippers in the middle. A warehouse.
oh, you talking about?
You stupid! You stupid! No! What else is gonna say? Yeah!
Here I am feeling guilty for thinking about what he talking about. I'm like, oh man, that happened to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I know. Give me a second. Let me get to the story.
I knew you were going to feel that, man. That was,
Parked in the MS-13 parking lot.
Oh, my God. I did think that.
Come on, don't speak on no gang shit, my nigga. You ain't finna get me green lighted. Cause you square to the streets, nigga.
We all square to the streets, goddamn it.
Hell no, I know what not to say, nigga. Don't bring that shit up, nigga. Them motherfuckers will kill everybody in this motherfucker.
That's half of the street code. Where not to go. Not to piss off.
Yeah.
My worst was probably like a girl on what was it, like an app called Tag. You know. Y'all been together for so long. Oh, there you go, man.
Another girl.
Oh, you stupid. Nah, but I feel like, catfish, man. That's a big problem, bamboozlement. On the internet, they take them angles. You know what I'm saying? I personally think if girls just taking pictures from the neck up, they're in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? You get a lot of neck up pictures. It was one time I went to a chick house, man. She was showing that cake. Thinking her stomach was bigger than her ass. You know what I mean? Yeah.
so what happened after you smashed?
I didn't smash. Nah, I didn't smash. I you know what I'm saying? I got, it was,
So she had more gut than, that was the deal breaker for you.
Nah, it wasn't about the gut, man. It was just how big proportion that it was compared to the picture on the screen. You know what I mean?
You okay with more gut than butt?
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a little jiggle, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it, You like niggas like what they like.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no
Is this mic not working?
Ain't no discrimination in the nation, you know what I mean? Big girls need love too. Keep talking, it's true. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, y'all ain't never messed with a big girl, man. I feel like big girls. I don't think it's the big girls that stink. I feel like it's the little ones, man. Like I feel like the big girls, it's them little hoes that be stinking, bro. I feel like big bitches be smelling like brisk air and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah.
So he says the skinny ones that stink?
Man, it's the skinny ones, bro. You know what I mean? They don't take. You know what I mean? I think.
I hated them blind dates, man. I mean, the take one for the teens where you get the homeboy who be like, yeah, man, she bad, bro. Pull up, man. You know what I'm saying? I got one for you. She off, you know what I mean? And you get there, you like, where's she at, bro? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's the bamboozlement that I hate. You know what I mean? The false advertisement is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, man.
I'm taking it for the team, man.
You taking it for the team?
When the broads choose, or unless you show up with an extra broad that's taking one for the team. But if the broads is there and you try to beat me to the broad and make me take the other bitch, nah, I'm still on other bitches tonight. You're not finna choose up with the bad bitch and this other bitches. And I'm just finna just fall off my hustle to help. But if you're there for pussy, if you're there just for pussy, 9 times out of the 10, the one giving up the pussy is to take one for the team, bitch.
You're right.
So that's the smarter choice if you just want to get a nut off.
Wait, but have you? Oh, go ahead.
But what most niggas ain't admitting is they looking for a wife. They're not looking for a nut. Because if you were just looking for a nut, it don't matter what your bitch look like. How much she weigh?
Nah,
What you mean? Nah, you ain't
Nah,
no
I
guy
walk
and pretty
up.
nigga act like he's
Nigga,
fly.
Nigga, I ain't a pretty nigga, but my mom say I'm handsome, my nigga. So
don't think he
Attorney said your mother said you love her, get a second. She love you, get a second opinion.
Yeah.
Oh man, that
What you
nigga.
about to say, Joe?
Nah, but nigga, I kind of forgot. But but nah, y'all ain't never went to the take one for the team and it was like, nah, I can't do this shit. Y'all ain't never had no standards where it's like, yeah, I gotta walk the fuck out and everybody missing out. Fuck that. I have. I walked out the whole hotel room. I was like, oh no, I can't do this. I was like, my ancestors ain't gonna be look at me the same if I take this one for the team.
Really?
I swear to God, nigga, I walked out.
Trust me, I think your ancestors would be fine.
Couldn't do it.
That nigga ain't got ancestors, he got ancestors. All Jackie come from a long line of jackasses.
The ass folks would be okay. The ass folks.
Yeah.
Get right to the crack. You put a spot on the sidewalk. Oh, here it is. Where I got to put the ass folks. Listen,
I'd have been the one getting where a woman was taking one for the team for her homegirl. We all have. And nigga, ain't nobody as fly as they think they are. Everybody is ugly to somebody.
Right. I couldn't imagine who
All right, Blaze crazy. Yeah. Blaze think tall is everything.
And dress still stink.
All bitches don't like tall niggas.
Yeah, lying.
I met a white bitch one time that says she date dudes shorter than her because she don't like looking up at them. She feels like inferior.
No, you were right when you said everybody ugly to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
This fine little thing I was shooting to. I swore she was digging me. And she was like, you know, I like Lamar Odom kind of dude, you know, with the bald head and here I have a hair full of hair. I'm like, oh yeah.
You like the ponytail?
Nah.
Or the dandruff?
Bald head bitches love
you know what I tell her? I'm like, oh, it's still early, baby. You got time to go catch Lamar and them. I think they balling tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he down that way, you know.
So y'all don't want to share scarves?
It was early.
Preferably, I use a bonnet.
That's the one. This is the one. He's talking about a meal, scarf something down. You know what I mean? Yeah, we shared meals, man. It was all right.
I was going to turn around to a fat joke. Don't get him with something fat.
Man, I can't tell if these motherfuckers. We good on sound? All right.
Put the mic in your headband.
Extra juice.
It don't work like that.
You guys don't know how it really works.
It's called my karate sound effects.
Oh.
The motherfucking blood sport. He wore a headband.
What was his name? Bolo?
Bolo.
Yeah, that's what I said. I remember I told him about that. Yeah.
Will Chamberlain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
At the Kumite.
That crackhead who knew karate.
Ryu. Because on Street Fighter over there,
Ty was killing us on that Street Fighter.
Until I sick my girl on him.
You won that?
Now he beat you with Chun-Li.
That's when Blaze put his hair in a ponytail.
You won that first match.
Big Chun-Li.
That's hilarious, man.
Practice those Chun-Li kicks at home.
You look like Blanca.
I wasn't even that was funny. I wasn't even talking to you though, boy. You look like the turtle on Super Mario after you step on his shell.
He said he shot in the bushes.
camera pick up your shoes.
Oh, yeah. Them Air Martians?
The no shit Sundays.
These shoes aren't starting.
That's hilarious.
You got to scrimmages.
Hey, Ty, do y'all think Ty can stop blazing the post? Like in basketball, like Blake?
He couldn't even stop him in the race.
Definitely. Ty got skill. You know what I'm saying? That skill will overdo my height any day.
He can beat you in basketball? He can beat you in basketball?
Yeah.
Basketball's a team sport, bro.
Damn, Blaze like that? Going on like that?
5 on 5.
Go ahead, man.
With your foot coordination is fucked up or what? Like, why you?
You got a headband, man. That shit is serious.
Like Bibby wearing headbands.
Hey, Dewan, to answer your question, bro, I seen this nigga play. He definitely ain't stopping Blaze in the post. But I would tell you, he might get a bucket or he might post Blaze up and get a bucket. He might get a bucket in the post. He got, that nigga's a Keem Olajuwon fan. This nigga stay. Yeah. He might get a bucket in the post. I'll say that. But he ain't going to stop you. He ain't going to stop you from the post, though.
I was going to say KFC on it.
Are you saying that I could not score a bucket on you? One bucket.
Not a bucket.
Ty look like the type of
see
he
this.
Okay.
I want to see this.
Back out there.
I want to see this.
Back out there again, baby.
I want to see it. It'll be Sam Cassell versus Purvis Ellison.
That's hilarious.
Sound like a good penis, man.
Well, you a grown ass man, bro. What? And that nigga whispering. That nigga whispering in Todd headband, nigga. Todd gotta go home at that. Hey, bro. The fuck? You got to go through to know if it was good or not, man. Grown ass man. Qualified. What qualifications you? That nigga sound like the beginning of the Chronic album. 187 skills. Man, don't let Glaze wear them glasses around you, man. He gonna check you out.
I got to maintain the health and safety of my purpose, man. You know what I'm talking about?
What's your purpose?
Purpose.
Oh, what's your purpose? Fuck that deep question.
He said, fuck that. We said it right the first time.
Yeah, man, yeah.
That nigga, he looked it off like magic. That nigga said, let me pass that question.
So asking me questions about my purpose.
That's funny, man. What's the last thing you begged for, Ty? I know it was pussy. You can't tell me. You can't tell me it was nothing else.
Black belt.
Please let me get some more of that.
Could you be addicted to begging?
Sure, why not? You can be addicted to anything.
Addicted to begging.
I mean, some people are.
How you know if you're a beg addict?
You got money in your pocket, you say, let me get $20 back there.
If you beg for anything as a grown man, you already a beg addict.
But motherfuckers beg and don't know they begging.
That's it.
Because they think begging is let me have, let me have, let me have. That ain't begging. Begging is showing up and never bring nothing to the table.
Okay, yeah.
That's begging.
Something for nothing.
Something for nothing ass niggas, man. You know, begging is begging. I think could you imagine if a nigga was in the NBA and he was addicted to begging? And he was begging for minutes. Come on, coach, let me play a little bit. Come on.
I pass. I rebound. I slide my feet.
Come on, coach, man.
I set screens.
Come on, coach, I'll suck your dick, coach. Let me get in the game, man. I'm begging for minutes, man.
Put him in the game. You go ahead next, man.
Or the whole time you're on the bench, you stare at the coach.
Everybody beg different. That's hilarious. Come on, man, get in the game for me, man, please.
Right.
Get in the
Can
game.
y'all get this win, please? I need just one win, please.
Play defense, my brother.
Defense, come on.
You don't play defense, I'm gonna lose my job, man.
What's wrong with begging? There shouldn't really be nothing wrong with it. Animals do it, and they don't have no problems with it.
How do animals beg?
Nigga, dog, like nigga when they want food, nigga just stare at you. Animals have no pride.
Rethinking the term beg now.
What's the difference between begging and asking?
Nigga, going to college is begging. Going to college is begging. If you got a PhD, that's a long-term beg, nigga. That's a 12-year beg.
12 years.
12 years of bag ass nigga.
Begging for a piece of paper.
You begging. Education is glorified begging.
Break that down, bro.
If you're not teaching me to survive, I'm begging. You feel what I'm saying? No, you about to say something, Blaze?
I'm trying to understand this.
How was that, man?
That nigga gave me the magic pass guy. He said, you want to shoot, Blaze? He said,
Kraig said,
When you open, you be wide open, you pass it right back.
he said, let me figure out this bullshit.
He felt them rollerball glasses.
Look, the definition of begging is ask someone earnestly or humbly for something. Begging ain't bad. Unless you keep asking earnest, and earnest like niggas, I ain't got no pussy, nigga. Why you begging me earnestly? Some dumb ass shit. Why beg earnest? Why ain't another word like?
So you beg for pussy then, right?
Nigga, the definition of begging, not the street definition that niggas. The actual definition is ask someone earnestly or humbly for something.
But
I beg for pussy all the time.
in college, though, you taking a test for what you want, though. You're not asking for it. You got to take a test for it.
Hey, I got a question, though.
Is it begging if you don't take it? Like,
But
if
you
you
asking to take that test.
No, they give it to you.
No, you showing up to get it. Yeah.
So if you don't
show up, you fail.
They ain't delivering their test to your house. You showing up to my doorstep to get this game. I'm giving a test today.
Every test I've ever had, I didn't want that motherfucker.
You should have stayed home.
No, I had to get what I had to get.
You had
Wasn't
to
begging,
beg.
but I know I had to earn it.
You had to beg.
I had to crack open them books, goddammit, and say here.
And I got a question though.
Hey,
Even though I didn't crack open my books off.
It says humbly. That mean like with your heart, like you really need it, right? So if you don't ask humbly, that's not begging. Like, what's is that the difference between asking and begging? What's the difference? If you're not if you don't mean it with your heart, you're not really asking for something. You're not
Earnestly or humbly. I believe earnest is.
He went to jail,
clear,
didn't he?
and humbly is not the same thing as sincerity.
Or humbly, like if you're like, yo,
So
earnest, really,
earnest is speaking on the integrity of what you're asking for, the honest
real,
part.
real.
And humble is the manner in which you come. You know, give me the goddamn car, man. I just want to borrow the goddamn.
Right.
I'd really appreciate to borrow your whipper, man. I have to go and get my daughter. It's a very sad situation. The bus not running. Can I borrow your car?
If you use the word sir, you probably begging.
Yeah, I was
You can say sir.
So that's opposed to just saying, bro, let me borrow your whip. That's the difference.
That's not humble.
You can say.
But I'm saying, I'm still asking the same question.
You got to make it
That's an
humble.
ask.
And you didn't express
What y'all, I think
So that's the
begging comes
difference.
with explanation. How can you be earnest without telling me what's going on?
you got to. You got to be true.
Well, being earnest could be in telling. And I asked, like I said, I need to go pick up my baby from school. Being honest. Humbly. May I borrow your whip? Old chap.
And what is?
Go ahead.
And how many times do you have to ask before it become a beg?
Nigga, it don't say no number on the motherfucker. It says, ask someone earnestly or humbly for something. It don't say how much of the something. It don't say how many times. It says earnestly or humbly.
Like if you ask Kraig for a ride home, you would be like, if you ask Kraig for a ride home, you have to be truthful and you have to be, you know what I'm saying? You ain't be like, yo, give me a ride home.
Right.
But to be humble, humble literally means like to lower yourself. So if you it's the context in which you're asking. If you just asking, hey, let me see that real quick, that's an ask.
Right.
But if you come and saying, I lost my phone and I didn't pay my bill on time, so sir, I'm gonna need to borrow your phone, sir. That's a beg. Because I lost, and I want some sympathy, and I'm lowering myself to be below you. You know what I mean? But if I ask Ernest, it's like, hey, brother, man, shit, my mom about to die, man. I need to give me a phone, brother.
You can be earnest and be lying.
Yeah, of course.
See,
No.
Anybody mom about to die, but they want to get your phone.
You can't be earnest. Earnest is honest.
No, it ain't.
That's funny.
Earnest is earnest.
You can really need the money.
Earnest.
And lie with your ass off.
Earnest is honest.
No, earnest is earnest.
You were earnest.
Honest is honest.
Somebody look up earnest.
Hey, that's the nigga that owe me money. But nah, but hey, if a nigga asks me 3 times, I'm like, all right, my nigga, you begging now. That's how I used to. That's why I asked. I'm like, yeah, maybe I've been using it wrong this whole time.
But look. So DeJuan and I are correct. Okay. Earnest is showing sincere and intense conviction.
It don't matter if you tell them the truth or not.
Nigga, I need this, okay? And this excuse is gonna let you know I really need this. Yeah. Period, nigga.
Most of the time, niggas is lying when they being earnest.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Well, whenever they use earnest instead of honest, you know they lying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let me be earnest. Let me be earnest. Oh, yeah. We're done here.
What's the opposite of earnest? Ernestine?
You stupid. That's stupid. I like
They don't make that name Ernestine no more. Like, they don't make that name no
Is
more.
humble the opposite of
I'd be a
earnest?
slave for that name, bro.
Yeah, that's probably. Sharecropper at least.
The opposite of it can't be. Honest
You
is
say
honest.
is humble.
Humble is low to lower yourself.
Yeah.
Humble is not lower yourself.
Humble can't be that.
Humble makes you lower yourself.
Because you can humble yourself in any situation. It don't mean lowering yourself. You know, I think it's
Ladies, why don't you just pull up damn
Humility is an
definitions?
act. Humility is a good word for deception. Having or showing a modest or low esteem of oneself, one's own importance.
Yeah, lower yourself. Low esteem.
that's humble.
Yeah.
Say it one more time.
Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance.
Having the show.
Having
Verb.
or showing a modest
Modest
or low
or low.
estimate of one's own importance.
So modest is in low, though.
What's the verb? The
One's
verb
own
to
is
humble
or
is
low.
the verb is lower.
Right. So, because yeah.
The verb to the word humble is lower. Like literally, like that's why I don't only use that term humble myself too often.
Here are similar words: meek, differential, respect, submissive, self-effacing, unassertive.
Submissive.
So
Similar: low ranking, low, lowly, low class, plebeian, and proletarian.
Lower someone in dignity or importance.
Doesn't mean that you're low. You're just not asserting yourself.
No, like here's the other definition: lower someone in dignity or importance. That's to humble them.
Right.
To lower them in dignity or importance.
yeah, that's a different use of the word.
No, that's humble. That we just tell you what the word humble is.
That's to be humble. Read the first definition. Like he said.
Now he read the first definition.
Moderate or low. Yeah.
Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. If you have to lower
To beg, do you have to? Can you beg from somebody and be above them?
No.
No. I mean, you can be above them, but you can't show that. You have to humble yourself by showing moderate or lower, of what you. And I
Humble,
do all
yeah, lower yourself. That's what it means. Like you're the boss, so if you're gonna beg, you have to lower your. Because if you got boss status, you ain't begging for shit. You're gonna tell them what to do.
Yeah.
Now, if you wanna, because there is a situation where you do have to beg, you have to step out of the boss role, lower yourself, and ask from that point of view. And if you want to beg, if you're gonna end up begging someone. Okay. And so,
how do you know when to lower yourself?
Most of the time you shouldn't, but no, you need to lower yourself when you've overly elevated yourself. Like when you've come in on some shit, like instead of just you being you've come in on some I'm this, I'm that, I'm this and that.
Right.
And then you in a room with other people who on whatever you this and that, and they got a few more dollars and a few more assets than you do.
That'd be the worst nigga to be when you think what you think is more powerful than what's going on.
Yeah. At that point, you gotta humble yourself.
You gotta humble yourself because you don't know. Go ahead.
I said that there's a damn fool.
Yeah, straight up, nigga. I done been in some situations where I was like, I seen Bill Bellamy humble himself around me.
Oh, yeah?
He didn't know he was being humbled. I wasn't trying to humble him. I told you the story.
Oh, yeah. Tell it. Let them know.
Oh, man. A fan came out of Roast Me. And I was standing next to him outside the Improv. He don't know me. I don't know that. I know who he is, but I don't know him. I'm a fan of him. Though.
Right.
And they're like, oh, shit. I'm such a big fan. This is crazy. Kraig Smith from Roast Me. Can you take a picture of me and Kraig and hand their phone to Bill Bellamy?
And you looking at him like, this dude interview Michael Jackson.
I'm like, I want Bill Bellamy autograph. Bill Bellamy wasn't cocky or disrespectful.
He been cool.
But I know he probably had to think, he probably had to lower himself and be like, who the fuck is this nigga? Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he had to lower himself. That made me.
Could he been modest? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because modest is him not flexing or something like that. You could be a king and be a modest king It doesn't mean that you lowered yourself. You're just a cool kid.
I'm still right
But
there
I
with
think
Ty.
you. But I think it's in comparison to your ego. Right. I think modesty is a comparison to your ego, where you say, "Hey, I think I'm this," and modesty is the ability in a situation to say, "But in this situation, that's not good enough," or "I'm not that in this situation." Right. What I am is good enough, but in this situation, this ain't what I thought it was.
Yeah, it's level because at the end of the day, there's no judgment, and every word has a definition. There's no judgment to the definition. We all have times because in life, it's levels to this. You may be the biggest boss in one area, go into the next room, and you're the lowest on the totem pole. So if you come in with that overinflated mind, you have to lower yourself. And to lower yourself, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah. It's to get yourself on a level to where you can be on a level with the people, and y'all can exchange clearly and fairly. Because if you up here with it, then you're not gonna get that kind of exchange.
We're not talking overly inflated minds, though. We're just talking about, humble. And humbling yourself comes in different situations in different forms. So I'm around people all the time, where I do business, and I never want to come in, with all my background because I don't want to throw that around. I'm here to partner up and do some work with y'all. So I'll be modest about my living, So I don't go around talking about, oh yeah, man, I got 3,500 square feet. You know what I'm saying? I don't do none of that. I get straight to the business, and if they start talking homes and mentioning their home, I'm like, oh yeah, this is nice.
Hey, Blaze, I got a question. You see what you just did there? You just tell us what you would do. I'm talking about everybody can do what you do. Some people really come like, it's some people really gonna come up in here. It's certain people who really they go up and down like that. I'm talking about in a situation, not me, not you, not nobody in this room. In situations, people do these things, and if they want to get some kind of if they want to get on the level with it, they gotta humble themselves. That's all.
See, right now, Blaze is lowering himself to take this whooping from you right
now. I'm about ready to let him have it. He holding on to it. He don't understand. I'm with Todd. We're just saying that it's not always anything. That's me and Todd's point of view.
Always anything.
Oh, that's your point of view too. Yeah. So Blaze talk for you?
No. I'm talking for me.
I'm just saying that you said
you must have stopped listening to him. That's why he's been going at you like so much.
You stupid. Yeah. No, we just in the same place.
Can Ty talk now, or is it cool for Ty to talk?
No, not yet.
Yo, son doesn't it?
Be modest, man.
Yeah. No, we just said it's nothing definite. Y'all go indefinite. Oh, it got to be lower.
I ain't been definite.
No, you said got to be lower, even though the first word is moderate.
You have to not be humble to be modest. Because if you're always modest, then you're not modest. If you're always like that, it's not modesty. That's how you always are. You got to lower yourself to be modest.
And you notice
you can't. You understand what I'm saying? You can't just be modest. It has to be a contrast to it. You got to be like, you know what I mean? You got to be up here, and then people see, when to kind of just settle in a little bit.
I feel like there's different levels to it though. But being modest is just not flexing your shit.
Right.
It's not necessarily lowering yourself, like actively lowering yourself. Like if Charles Barkley walked in here right now and sat up there and just became a part of the panel, he didn't necessarily lower himself. He's just not being like, nigga, I'm Charles Barkley and I'll be on TNT. Like, what kind of shit? He's not doing that.
Can I see better than you?
Yeah, I'm sure you can. You're not wearing glasses.
Okay, so if every time I saw you, I was like, nigga, I see way better than your punk ass, nigga. You can't see like me. Right. And I'm always rubbing that in your face. And then one day it comes to me like, oh man, that's some fucked up shit I'm doing. Right. And I kind of I lower myself a little bit and kind of get to know me a little better. That's not gonna resonate the same way if I was always modest to you. If I never said something about your eyesight, it's not me being modest. You feel what I'm saying? I have to have something to compare it to, I think, right? No?
Like modest is just really. I know. Modest kind of what Ty said. Modest is just staying on the level. You know what I mean? But the issue is, from time to time, all of us, we sometimes we lower ourselves, sometimes we overinflate ourselves.
Are you modest?
Most of the time. Sometimes I'm not. I'm very.
Why are you modest?
It depends on what it is. I'm modest about it's certain things that I know I don't have any kind of grasp of. So I'm very modest about my approach to learning, and I'm always trying to learn. Right. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I also know who and not to exchange with. You know what I mean? Some people is like, no, I would have to lower myself to go on an exchange with some people. Right. You know what I mean? But that's being modest, because at the end of the day, in the same way, some people, they would have to lower themselves to talk to me. It's just levels of this shit.
Right.
But aren't there humble people in general though, that are like always humble regardless?
It's fake.
It's fake.
Yeah.
Because what's going on in your mind that's the real story.
But I mean, like, what if somebody you don't feel me, like somebody is great? You know what I mean? Somebody I'm saying grateful, or like maybe that's something different. You know what I mean?
I think humble's overrated. I think they tell the citizens to be humble. They tell the everyday people to be humble. They don't tell the owners to be humble. You know, these corporations, they don't say be humble. You only need one ship. They buy 7 of them. You know what I mean?
So being humble, you would say, is a command or action. It's not. It can't be a part of your personality.
I don't think so.
You know what? My knee hurt. I'm not gonna listen to y'all.
Right.
They stopped calling him humble. He the same cat.
Right.
It's just that he spoke up for himself. Now all of a sudden he ain't humble. Right. Most of the people throwing that humble around are people who feel inferior, who want to feel more inferior, who want to feel better than you. So they tell you to be humble.
Humility is fake because it's a persona mask. It's being whatever you need to be in this situation to get whatever you think is a win.
So is it low self-esteem? Would you say, like, the people that, like I'm saying, I believe that there could be people that are genuinely humble in everything they do.
I think so.
Is that low self-esteem?
It can be.
Or is it being that humble as an action? You know what I mean?
What are you thinking is what I'm saying.
I think that's different people thinking different things. But I think we all know somebody who's just, I know a few people that's just humble. You know what I'm saying? Up and down, they just humble. And I don't think.
Around you.
No, period. Not just around me.
So you know what they're doing that all the time.
No. I ain't saying nothing. I didn't know all either. I'm just saying they got humble personalities.
But
it was at your party, was at his party, and I seen them at my party. They always got the same personality.
That's true.
But we're not saying low self-esteem. Don't conflate this. We're saying you got to be a lower version of yourself to be humble or modest.
Yeah.
We're not saying like you feel bad about yourself. We're saying that you have to tone down who you really are to be what the situation dictates you need to be.
Yeah, like what you said, like what Snap was saying. Like some people, I know you see them as humble. They do great work, but they don't charge nearly what they should be charging. They too humble.
Right.
They be thinking, oh no, I'm just gonna do this. But they do great work, and you like, dude, you should be charging 3 times that.
Right.
And they'll tell you, oh, that's too much money. That's being humble. That's where being humble is a bad thing. Because
all y'all being a part of this show, y'all humbling. We all humbling ourselves. Y'all really humbling yourselves. That's, you feel me?
Right.
So it's nothing wrong with that.
That's what I'm saying. Everything ain't negative about a humble.
I didn't say
But
that.
you're not humbling yourself.
But I'm saying, my question was,
niggas act like they being humble and they don't want nothing out of it. That's why I hate when the motherfuckers say, I don't want nothing out of it. I'm gonna give you this frying pan. I don't want nothing out of it.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, everybody wants something out of it. Don't think that what you want out of it is an embarrassment. Because now this is trickery. Now you're trying to tell me that you think your level of humility is taller, stronger, can see better than my level of understanding what's going on. You're not getting nothing over on a nigga when you're being humble. You're doing what you're supposed to do as a human. And that's the problem. Some niggas, when they being humble, they think they beating you.
That's true.
They laying in the cut on a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you ain't laying in the cut on me. It's not, nigga. Get out the bushes with the shotgun, nigga.
Yeah. Don't weaponize your humble.
Don't weaponize your humble.
That's a good one, Todd.
Bitches do it all the time. Niggas do it all the time. They weaponize their humble.
I don't even think that's humble. Man. I call that something else, man. That's manipulation. That's, you know what I'm saying? Because when Snap said general people, I'm thinking humble people. The people that I see as humble, it ain't got nothing to do with, their status, nothing.
Right.
And I do agree with you. They want something. I think the things that they really want is none of your bullshit, none of your attitude, none of your, you know what I'm saying? So they humble, so, that's what they want from you is just to be cool.
but check this out. So what I was saying is humble an attribute? Because check this out. Some people, in order to be humble, it has to be in you, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying is some people can't be humble no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to do it because it may not be in them.
I don't ever see Donald Trump being humble.
But what I'm saying is if you have to be humble, who taught you that? or is it already in you?
Social
You
cues.
already know how to be humble. You feel what I'm saying? You already know how to tap into that. Okay, let me show him that, or show this person I'm being. You
We
feel
can
what I'm
tap
saying?
into it all. We're all of it. We tap into it all because as children, we observe everything. So by the time you 8, you done seen the grown people in every situation. You done seen your parents have to humble themselves. You done seen your parents ride on people. You done seen or if not your parents, an uncle, a cousin, or somebody, and you saw how it worked. So as a child, you see the different levels. You see in school, children are natural manipulators. When they're in school, they may be big boss on the yard around their friends, but the minute they walk into the classroom, hi, Miss Johnson, do you want me to? So you learn these things through your classmates. You learn them on TV, and you learn them in your social circles.
So it's learned manipulation.
Oh yeah.
You say
Learned manipulation.
Our environment informs how we move on Earth.
No, I feel you on that. And I also feel like it's a time and a place to be humble and when to not be humble, you know, because sometimes you might lose out on opportunity being too humble, you know what I mean, and not just being you know what I mean. Motherfuckers might look at it this week like, man, this ain't the job that I, you know, got you for it. I want to see what you got to bring to the table, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to be yourself, like, all right, I ain't going to be humble right here. This is where I'm supposed to shine, you know what I mean? This is where I'm supposed to, you know, show them what I'm made of, you know what I mean? So it can actually work against you and it can work for you. You just got to know when and when not to be humble.
And that's why I was saying earlier, like, if there's no judgment to the word, it depends on the context. Because it all can be good depending on the context you're using it in. Like all of us, you be humble. Like for instance, if I was to go to a church now and I talk to the pastor, I know pastor's full of shit. But if I see them, I'm talking, you know, most of the time they are. So I know if I introduce, and there's some real ones, but you know what I mean. And I'm not saying it ain't no real ones, but if I was say like I ain't gonna mention no names, but there's a pastor out there, and we have a talk. I'm gonna humble myself because I see through the bullshit. I'm not gonna just sit here and be like, man, I see what you're doing, pastor. It ain't good for the community. Like, nah, we gonna have our conversation and bounce. And I mean, I'm gonna have to humble myself. And
anytime you move, you bounce.
That was funny, Sam Bowie.
To show point, you can be humbly assertive. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be.
I think you can.
I do it all the time. I remember Kraig, we done the nightclubs and whatever together. I done quietly told dudes, hey man, the owner, you know, asked me to come over here. So there's no talking. You guys gotta go. But you look like you're dressed pretty nice, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can walk, I don't gotta touch you. But if y'all do any funny thing, I'm gonna beat your ass.
But that's called.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's called.
I don't get loud. I'm just telling you that it's cool. Y'all dress kind of nice. Plus, there's a couple of girls with you. But if it come to one of us looking bad, I'm gonna fuck you up.
That ain't
You know
manipulation.
what I'm saying? They gonna pay me.
That ain't
They gonna pay me.
manipulation.
Huh?
That ain't manipulation.
I was humbly assertive. You know what I'm saying? I will humbly beat the shit out of you and this drunk dude with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if need be. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really gotta.
Would you humbly offer Mike Tyson?
Mike gonna get this work, man, because I told y'all that dude he smacked around was a Kraig factor, man. Yeah, he watched the podcast, man. Yeah, he done put his hands on one of the homies now, man. I ain't with that.
Oh, man. It sounds like he's ready. You know what I'm saying? Blaze is ready. Don't hit me. I'm just the manager. This the man you want to hit.
Blaze is really blind. He got on some GPS Braille shoes, nigga. Tell him where he going.
Well, watch my step.
Hell yeah, man. What you got for us, Todd?
Oh, man. All right. So what I got, the NFL Week 1, Russell Wilson returns to Seattle as a member of the Denver Broncos.
Week 1?
Week 1.
Damn,
I love that the NFL is doing that. Giving
Returns to Seattle?
Yeah. He plays for the Broncos now. Wow. Yeah. So this is the first game back. It's Week 1. Russell Wilson. And now I'm glad they're doing it early because Seattle doesn't really have a good team. So at least they have a fighting chance.
Do they even have a quarterback yet?
Yeah, they do.
Seattle?
Yeah, they got their second string quarterback from the Broncos.
I like the Russell with Seattle.
Yeah, I thought that was a good mix.
That was a nice.
That's an easy win.
They didn't like it
Good,
no more.
good.
Rid of that little
Start the
nigga.
season.
Yeah, man. He was balling over there.
I always want to talk to him about how he ended up with old girl.
Sierra?
Yeah.
How you think I would?
I don't know, because he was married to a white lady. And then, yeah, I don't know what happened, man. They got together around the whole Colin Kaepernick time, right? When the whole Black Power thing. That's what it was.
Why do everybody call him corny?
I don't know if he's corny. I don't know him like that.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's what they call him that. I'm like, I know he dressed funny, but like, he been holding her down for all that time. He can't be that goddamn corny.
Well, you do look. He might be corny. He got a baseball card room at the house. He got $250,000 in baseball cards. He look like one of them dudes.
You think you got a train set?
Yeah, he got $250,000 in
Pokemon cards.
He got some hogs at the house.
Pokemon
you think he still
cards.
got his slammers?
Yeah, he got his slammers.
He got Seventh Heaven, just full discographies. He got all
Seventh Heaven.
He done hung out with the director in Seventh Heaven.
Oh, man.
Action figure wall.
He was excited to meet Carlton Banks in person. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure he had a man crush on him.
It was, yeah, definitely.
Dawson's Creek.
No, shout out to Russell. I was about to say Westbrook Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
So who's the favorite?
The Broncos are the favorite. Broncos is the heavy favorite. They're expecting the Broncos to do a lot of things this year. They were always feeling like the Broncos, they being the pundits, were just a quarterback away from being Super Bowl contenders, and now they get Russell Wilson. So we're gonna see how that turn out.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm not sold yet.
No,
I'm not sold yet. I gotta see it.
Yeah, but what else you got for us, Tizai?
Oh man, the final three in consideration for this Lakers head coaching job. All right, Kenny Atkinson.
Kenny Atkinson?
Yeah, Kenny Atkinson. However the fuck you say that. I'm trying, but it ain't working out. Terry Stotts.
Stouts?
No, it's Terry Stotts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, oh, no, man.
He used to coach the Trailblazers for a while. And Darvin Ham are the three finalists.
Darvin Ham got boosties. That's the only thing I know.
The Lakers need a real coach. What's up with Mark Jackson? Like they need somebody who can
Blackball.
really coach and can make these superstars do what they do. And hopefully they played before. I'm a fan of people who played the game, being coaches like Jason Kidd and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Darvin Ham played.
Yeah,
for sure.
Terry Stotts was cool in Portland. Like, that's when they had all those years. They had Aldridge and Lillard. Yeah, like that's cool. You know what I mean? But Darvin Ham used to play with LeBron. You know what I mean? So maybe that's like Tyronn Lue played with LeBron. He was a player. So maybe I don't know.
They need to do something, man. They need to do something and get a coach in there that's going to win some games, man, and get these Lakers to where they need to be.
Lakers, no matter who, I don't care. I don't care if Chuck Daly gets out of the grave. The Lakers ain't winning. Not this squad.
Right.
I wanted to see. I was with you. I wanted to see Mark Jackson, man.
Yeah, Mark Jackson.
Bring him out here. Get him somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's a good coach, man. Mark
Yeah, absolutely.
Craig is paid by the CIA to stand outside and pretend he pours concrete. You're going to sound like DeWine. I had on some boots last night with the red laces. Said, that's KKK gang attire. The red laces mean you killed a black man, and the blue laces.
He had on his Doc Martens.
Doc Martens.
He had on his Doc Martens.
There wasn't no Doc Martens, man. You called me a
Doc Martens,
Klansman.
those are the Nazi boots.
It's
I thought
hilarious.
you could tell the KKK by the hoods that they wore.
No, they have
a
whole they have a whole attire that they be wearing. They're going back to that Buffalo shooting. It's best that black people know what the fuck they dress like, so we can be like, oh, okay, that's one of them. Because that Buffalo shooting dude with the camouflage pants, same reason. It's the reason why Kyle Rittenhouse had the same attire. They're not, they have certain gang clothes that they wear. You know what I mean? I think that is good for us. For all these motherfuckers getting shot.
That nigga threw a shot on the low. He threw a shot on the low. I like, you trying to say I'm a skinhead, nigga?
You look like one. If you cut your hair bald, you can pass. You and Jason Kidd could pass for one. You and Jason Kidd can pass for a skinhead.
White chocolate.
Would you be offended if somebody asked you to play a skinhead in the movie?
Hell no, I would just get that money.
Wow, brother.
Wow, brother.
I'm playing. It's playing.
That would actually be cool if you. I think that should be funny if Kraig played a skinhead.
You can play it too.
Yeah, you can play it too, DeWine. You out there?
Yeah, I would do it.
Oh, wow, brother.
Niggers.
Oh, you know them Hotep niggas gonna be on your head now. We knew he was with you.
Okay.
Out there.
Okay.
Is it anything you would snitch on? If you was with Blaze and he got knocked out, and Blaze's lawyer summoned you to court to testify against the nigga that slept him, are you gonna testify on Blaze's behalf?
It's only snitching if you enter and doing a crime together. If I'm doing a crime with somebody, I'm not gonna snitch. But if it's just some shit that happened and they can help somebody out that I know, I'm telling you, yeah, he did it.
Okay.
I don't live by the street code. I didn't sign up for that.
Okay. Wow. You go into court, Blaze, if it's the other way around, and they need your testimony to put away the nigga that raped the wine. Blaze like, I watched the whole thing happen. I could have helped, but I just couldn't.
I was frozen.
That's the part we ain't gonna get past. I ain't gonna be around when nobody do nothing to one of my niggas.
If your homie watched you get raped, that nigga in on it. Why didn't you stop it?
They're going out like Marcellus
Why
Wallace.
Why didn't you stop it?
The wine to bail me out. I'm gonna catch this case.
Ernest was my help.
Why did you stop it, my nigga?
Ernest. This is not a
I left my gloves at the house. I didn't have no gloves. It was nasty.
Kraig show up to court because he the one with the videotape. Is it true? This footage came from your iPhone.
How do you stop that?
Yes.
Do you grab the attacker by the hips?
Stupid.
You gotta stop this shit.
Oh man, that's funny.
What are the rules, man?
What are the rules? Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No man shall be raped.
You breaking
You
up?
should be able to unenlist street shit. You know how you get out the service and you ain't no longer expected to be military trained. But ain't no retirement from the streets. That's the only job that don't pay that you can't retire from.
No retirement plan. You should come out with a card, like a pass. Like, I need a pass.
Well, never.
You move up in rank. They usually match some sort of dollar amount or something.
Right.
You just got more duties and rank.
Right.
Not a dollar more.
Man, that's some wild stuff, man.
That's why I never gangbang, man. You see niggas with their teeth knocked out and shit like that, and they can't even get their dental right. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, you ain't got no 401k, no nothing, nigga. Like, none of that shit. All that time you put in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that was just my perspective. No disrespect to anybody that do it, but that's just my perspective. Like, I can't.
That's hilarious.
Oh shit. At least he would have had some homies, you know what I'm saying?
You grew up with friends.
That's wild. Yeah, 401k, man. So you're saying if they did gangbang, if gangbangers could have 401ks, you would have considered
I
it?
feel like it'd be more lucrative. You know what I mean? Shit, if you get hurt on the job, nigga, sprain your ankle, break a bone, nigga, you go to the medical right there, nigga. Imagine if a nigga, you know what I'm saying, beat up by the police while you about to go to jail or something, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You covered, nigga.
Right,
Some shit like that. They might not take you to jail, nigga, but they might like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. I already beat your ass. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got medical covered.
I wish gangs were more efficient. Like, if I was the leader of a gang, I would put on the type of niggas that we needed. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit, the homies getting hurt. Just put on a nurse. Hey, you want to be? Okay. Well, you know we be barbecuing a lot. Shit, we need a cook. Nigga, put on a cook. You know we in the cars, huh? We in the car. We all got low rides. Put on the motherfucking mechanics. That's how it should work.
Put on a tactical training nigga.
Put on the tactical training nigga,
You
man.
just came over from the military?
The problem is, niggas who do real shit ain't got time for no bullshit gang.
But gangbanging is supposed to be real shit. That's why they always say, I'm a real nigga.
Yeah, but if it was real, it'd be like you said. We'd have cooks, nurses, and you know what I'm saying, real people subscribing
Right.
to this bullshit.
Niggas be at war with no medics and no training. Like, how the fuck is it?
No bulletproof
Niggas
medics.
is just killing each other. You
And
ain't
no
at
vests.
war, nigga.
No
And
medics.
then we just said, if you ain't getting the top pick of niggas, what pick are you getting?
The bottom.
Bottom.
The hood should have first aid
Bottom.
kits.
So you got tied with his brothers and sisters from your hood. Just a bunch of worthless motherfuckers. You know what I'm
If
saying?
your hood,
Can you imagine 6 tides? I mean, we can't handle this business.
But like, that's why, like what he said, like we talk about the gang thing. That's why I think it's a word that we had these conversations about how all gangs like us. We good at talk about don't wear a hat in this neighborhood, don't wear red in that neighborhood. We know we really good at pushing what not to wear in our neighborhoods. But
it's all about fashion
yeah,
with us.
and it's the same thing. Like in light of all these recent mass shootings, we got to know when you see these white boys in camouflage pants, brown shirt, brown boots. That's probably that's a uniform. When you see khaki pants, white shirt, that's white supremacist uniform. Doc Martin boots with white laces mean they ain't killed nobody. Doc Martin boots with red laces mean they've killed
All
people.
this shit is white supremacy.
Doc Martin
Everything
boots
we
with
got
blue.
on.
I'm talking about their specific gangs because it's certain things we can look out for. Like, just like we have gangs, they have gangs too, and we can look and see how they dress. Doc Martin boots with blue laces mean they killed the cop. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with them, we see the bowl cut. A lot of them are referencing Dylan Roof. You know what I mean? He's the person that shot at the Baptist church in Carolina. Like, go to the ACLU website. They break a lot of the stuff down for people, and like these cats really have uniforms. So I think it's really important that we know their uniforms because this motherfucker in Buffalo had been scouting that store for a month before he shot it up.
That nigga had tennis shoes on.
He had the camouflage pants. So he wore the same thing. The report said he wore the same thing twice, Saturday and Sunday.
How did they know that?
Because the dude that was there talking to him, he had been going up there for a month. There was a store manager that had kicked him out the store the week before because he looked creepy. And so like with him casing that spot out for a month, it should have been some black people that have been like, hey, this motherfucker
Got blue laces on.
the way he dressed. The same way, because if it's another black person, if we see them dressed a certain way, we'll know, hey, that nigga ain't right. They got the same kind of thing going on. We just don't know what it is.
That black dude, the security dude that worked there was a black dude.
Yeah.
And he was a retired veteran, man, for the police department. He served in the service. He had a lot of attributes upon his belt.
And he had a YouTube video talking about he learned how to push his car with water.
Yeah, he built.
He got killed too?
Yeah, he was an off-duty cop that got
He was
killed.
the one that, but they said he got a shot. We got several shots off.
had
But
the armor on.
dude was so heavily armored up, and we talked about that. Like, what do you do, and like, what really do you do? Because he came fully prepared. He was, he had a assault rifle.
I'm not finna. Nigga gonna have to earn it, my nigga. I'm not finna. Oh shit, he got to jump on.
Oh yeah, he ain't bowing nothing now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
But you can't
He
do
said he
nothing.
hit him.
Yeah.
Huh?
He hit
Yeah,
him.
I gotta look at his YouTube, man. That's always.
Get up out of there. You ain't do nothing.
What's your brother's name? Y'all know his name. Y'all know everything but his
forgot his
name.
name, yeah.
He's 9'5'9". He's 38'32". His daddy's from Dallas.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the nigga's name though?
Yeah, I'll find it out. Yeah.
What you got for us, show?
Oh man. I had to leave some keys on niggas, man. All right, man. So you already know how this meta world shit is going up, man. So they got all this NFT. You know, I don't know the difference between this shit. But, man, Biggie also just turned 50 the other day. Happy birthday to Big. Yeah, most definitely. So now they got Biggie in the NFT world. I guess that's what it's called. The Metaverse. Metaverse. Okay. It's kind of crazy because they got him look like fly as hell, basically.
Does he wheeze?
That's a good question. I don't know if he was spoken there. I don't know if he spoke. But it's just crazy how people just turn in, like, it's a whole real world out here, and niggas just, like, going to the metaverse to see Biggie. Like, what do y'all think about that? Like, I mean, it just look like Biggie, just in the newer world, like, but his mom had released that on his birthday, basically.
His mom did, bro.
They said Miss Wallace. It's another Miss Wallace.
Right.
I didn't know she was dead.
No, Tupac mom dead.
I think Biggie's mom.
Man, no, his mom ain't dead, bro.
You definitely would have heard about that.
Okay.
She got an Instagram, bro.
And I listened to 2 rap songs.
That don't mean it's her.
Nigga, they said it was dropped off of Little Wallace.
What's her? Her says what?
Check her Facebook.
But yeah, so that's basically what's going on with the meta world, man.
That's cool. I think what they doing is I think at some point we're gonna have like a whole old school ass concerts, like Michael Jackson and Marvin Gaye and Prince and shit like that. I think that's gonna be happening in that metaverse at some point.
So the meta world is like what is it like you can see like it's really Biggie or it's like avatars
world.
or some shit. It's like a virtual world or what?
It's basically like an avatar, moving.
Body snaps.
He like basically moving around, you know what I'm saying, from the commercials I've seen. It kind of remind me of a Grand Theft Auto commercial. I'm not even going to lie to you. It kind of like remind me exactly like a Rockstar commercial.
And when you think Warner's in control of Prince's catalog and Sony's in control of Mike's, they're going to be there soon. And they're going to be charging like $200 for them concerts to attend.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty soon. You know they're going to be doing that.
That
So
is-
how's white supremacy going to affect the metaverse, Dwayne?
They're going to program the motherfucker.
They probably already got a hold to that motherfucker.
They was first in on the internet. Of course they first in on this shit, but I don't know how. Yeah, I ain't got it yet. So I don't know.
I have to print out some metabucks so I can get to them concerts.
There's some he called Bitcoin
What if
metabucks.
they had like
Metabucks.
they got a ticket scalper in the metaverse and shit?
Sure gonna be selling CDs in the metaverse.
Hey, nigga, take it back to high school, baby.
Nigga said, can somebody make my backpack an NFT?
That's hilarious, man. What else you got for us, yo?
Man, so what else I got for you? I'm going to let y'all know right now, man. So,
Nigga have no idea.
He said, let us know.
I'm gonna let y'all know. All right, so we got Will Smith, man. You know, he basically was basically talking on the platform, telling everybody the reason why. I mean, how he didn't like being called a soft rapper. You know what I'm saying? He said it really affected him. You know, all his life. You know, he said he made fun music, but you know, because he didn't cuss. So one of the things was, you know, he said that he was drinking. And then he remembered a letter he got from his grandmother saying, "You cussing won't make you stand out."
Who said that?
His grandmother wrote him a letter to Will Smith.
But he did cuss though. He had the song, "You Saw My Blinker, Bitch."
You saw my blinker, bitch. To the left lane, I tried to switch. You saw my blinker, bitch. Hey, y'all act like y'all to know that joint, man.
But he got so much clean shit, a nigga like me wouldn't even heard that record. You feel what I'm saying?
That's why we did hear it.
Was that a record y'all was playing in the 90s or the 80s? Was that night?
That was on the same album. Parents don't understand though.
Parents just don't understand.
Oh, what?
Y'all actually had that album.
I remember that joint.
That's on the funny in the motherfucker.
Yeah,
Y'all
storytelling.
have a chance listening to "You Saw My Blinker."
But y'all played that. Y'all was playing that song. I remember parents just don't understand the Mike Tyson song. But
Girls of the
I
World Ain't
don't.
Nothing But Trouble.
I remember that too. But I don't remember niggas playing the blinker shit. I remember the song, but I don't remember niggas on it like that. Though.
You get a chance, look that shit up. That shit is motherfucker. Wrinkled old bag, start crying on the stage.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out
So
to
he
Will
said he was-
Smith.
It affected him that he was known as a soft rapper.
Yeah, he said it affected him.
Why don't he just accept it?
He's a soft man. He means soft rapper.
I mean, like, he didn't like. He was dropping that at the same time NWA was dropping what they was dropping.
Craig
Like,
don't even believe he a gangster.
Nah, I don't believe he a
I just-
gangster, but I don't believe everything I see. Nigga.
Oh, no. Definitely don't believe
Run up on Will if you want to,
Oh,
man.
Will Smith versus Blaze. What do you say about that?
Will to beat the dog shit out of
We're
Blaze.
going to have to wait till I finish with Mike before I even entertain him.
Doubling down.
And then that's going to be like a Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor kind of deal.
So all
You know what I'm saying?
that, so all that Ali,
This ain't real, man.
so all that Ali shit don't matter.
All that who?
Ali shit that Will did, that shit don't matter. All that training don't matter.
Will softer than medicated cotton, man. Listen, any man whose daughter is praising another man for her mother,
That's crucial. That's crucial. Yeah, that's.
you are soft. You are supposed to be your daughter's biggest superhero. Am I lying? Who's the daughter's first hero? Her daddy. Why is his daughter talking about Tupac? Tupac died in '96. She never met Pac. What is that girl? 13?
Yeah, but you don't know what bitches talk about.
What if
with other bitches.
what if your stepdaughter jumped up and said, "Ma"?
You don't think your daughter would know at least one of her mother's boyfriend's names?
She bet.
Write no letter.
She bet not.
Yeah, she would,
And
nigga.
that letter's not leaving the house.
Yeah, Blaze.
Tear that motherfucker at the front door.
Right. If my daughter know one of her mama's old boyfriends, it better be a funny story.
That's what I'm saying.
It better be a funny story. Yeah, that time your
talking
daddy pitched this guy over the balcony.
But none of your brides fuck Tupac. They losers, Blaze. Ain't none of your bitches ever fuck Tupac.
You ain't lying. I will sore losers. Mine ain't even dated local rappers, man. I'm talking, sore losers.
So, I mean, Jada Pinkett is
me.
still an industry chick that a lot of well-to-do men was trying to be around.
But come on, Kraig.
I mean, I'm not saying, what can you do?
So your stepdaughter, like...
That's not a stepdaughter.
The letter is not supposed to get out to the public.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, a box of these fucking Tupac letters in your room.
Right.
A box of Tupac letters.
You're not going to be all in the world for everybody to see.
They're not even supposed to be written, man.
I be feeling like this shit is a whole script. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they got the whole world tricked. Like, watch these silly motherfuckers believe everything we tell them. Like, to a point, like, you got all these motherfucking highlights, like, about some crazy shit, like Tupac. Like, you know, I feel like some of that shit is scripted.
Like, I'm hoping Will Smith hasn't spent 30 years not liking the fact that people saw him that way. At the end of the day, he was winning, and it don't really matter how they see.
No,
people love that music.
He's being modest in the media. It's
Okay.
PR work.
No.
Okay. I hope that's what it is, Kraig.
He's being modest in the
That would be awesome.
Let's keep it 100. I don't care how much we love Tupac. He's not a bigger star than Will Smith.
No.
That's true.
So he has to humble himself down to Pac's level.
But he's not that humble. We talking about a guy who slapped
But
Chris Rock.
that's called.
Where's that humble guy at?
Because look, that's called a dog whistle. He's speaking to black people.
That's a bully, man.
He's trying to get black people back on his side, so he's talking about Tupac. It's the same. I promise you. It's called a dog whistle. They do it in politics. They use verbiage and shit. When they want to galvanize or talk to a certain base of people, they use certain words and certain lingo that those people that are going to resonate with them.
Okay.
When you say Tupac, that's our generation. We got all the money right now. So he talking to us. If he would have said Elvis, nigga, we wouldn't have paid attention. If he would have said Soldier Boy, we wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? So
Bobby Blue Bland, they told it to Dewan.
He's saying, y'all niggas, this is a clever way of saying, y'all niggas just forgive me for slapping Chris. Forgive me for slapping Chris.
You ain't gonna be able to do it because you can't be soft everywhere else and then you man up on our homie Chris.
It's called acting, nigga.
It's a bully. It's called bullying.
That's acting. You believe that shit?
He's a part of your company. This is a bully foot. This is a bully. Yeah, he patted on that stage and slapped that man. Unbeknownst to him, there was going to be Ali.
Well, maybe Will Smith was never soft. That was just a role he was playing.
No. He bust out for a
Acting.
split second.
Acting.
No.
This nigga think he know Will. He think he really know this nigga, bro.
No. I know applesauce when I see it.
Why?
The boy is Mott's, man. He's straight up.
The nigga worth $200 million, nigga. How's he Mott?
The richest dude in the world is softer than potato salad. What are we talking about?
We talking
You
about
can't base macho. How many macho dudes is in real business anyway?
What you
Man
mean?
Ray Savage.
They don't want.
Nigga, Jim Brown is way more. Jim Brown is macho. He a businessman.
What's his net worth?
Nigga, more than ours combined.
No. What's it? We just talked about Will Smith's. What Jim Brown worth?
Blaze over here expecting Will Smith to be Razor Ramon.
Yeah,
I'm expecting Will Smith to be humble, like Kraig said. I'm expecting Will to be modest, like Kraig said. Modest, you won't go up in there and slap another man that's in the same
maybe
business.
have you ever thought
So
that
you
maybe that
saying
role
it's
is playing
never
as modest?
okay to slap the dog shit out of a bitch nigga?
No. No. I'm saying if he's a bitch nigga.
I'm not saying Chris Rock is a bitch nigga. I'm saying in that situation, that's what Will was thinking. Oh, how dare you?
Where was this bitch nigga thinking when that young R&B boy was nailing his bro?
He allowed that.
Agreement.
He allowed it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, bro, I don't know, bro.
You
I
can
don't know.
allow this young nigga to fuck your wife, but you can't allow a comedian to be a comedian.
But Blaze, that's not realistic. So you think a nigga supposed to react the same way in every situation? That ain't gonna happen.
But it ain't supposed to be like that.
Okay, so when he didn't do anything to August,
Right.
he didn't do anything to August, everybody ridiculed the nigga.
Nah,
Everybody laughed at him and all that shit. He became a meme.
No,
So the
wait.
next time he gets sunned in front of somebody,
No, y'all just
he has
said.
to do something different.
No, y'all just said he allowed that. So what does this laughter mean if he allowed the young boy to hit his wife?
Wait. Let me ask y'all this. So you're saying he allowed her to sleep with her son's homeboy?
That's what they saying. I don't
Or
think
did he
agreed.
know that was who she was sleeping with?
but how's he supposed to slap August Alsina at the Oscars, nigga?
No, he
Niggas be making parallels. And
he didn't slap. He didn't slap.
how you
August.
know? That's what I'm saying, nigga.
We ain't heard about August here.
We
Read Will's book. He's got a temper. He like to fight. He's a fighter, for real.
Speaking of Will book, did you read the part where he talked about how he's jealous of the relationship his wife had with Tupac? How he never measured up to Pac?
He was also jealous of the relationship that his father had with his siblings. He felt like he was harder on him than his siblings. So he has issues with people thinking he's a bitch. He's a fighter. He's been that way his whole life. He's been a hands-on nigga his whole life.
But that's the definition of a bitch.
Being hands-on?
No. Thinking or worried about everybody thinking you a bitch. Who walks around thinking? Think about a nigga that's around us walking around thinking, man, these niggas, one of these niggas finna bite my head off, man. Man, Ty, one of your homies finna rob me. One of your homies finna rob me, Ty.
He changing the argument.
Who is the nigga running around talking about, man, what's up with the dude in the red sweatsuit? Man, is he gonna gangbang on me? Is he? That's a bitch nigga.
But he didn't say that. You took it to motherfucking the North Pole, nigga. He said that if he's in situations where he feel like somebody's taking him lightly, that's where he has a temper.
You said that he has a problem with people thinking he's
Right.
a bitch nigga.
No. He has a problem with people taking him lightly. He didn't say bitch nigga.
Well, that's what I'm saying then. Anybody who walk around us right now and talking about, hey, you think Kraig think I'm a punk?
But he didn't say that, nigga.
Taking him lightly, man. You think Kraig taking me lightly? You think he not respecting my authority?
He twisted the fuck out of this.
I'm saying what you
I'm
said.
gonna bring this back. I'm gonna drive this bug back to my house.
Is that not what Kraig said?
This is how you argue with bitches. He just,
What did
I'm
he
gonna make
say?
this shit mean what I want it to
No,
mean.
what he said was the show was like he was on
No,
the show.
Kraig. Kraig said that Will Smith said he has a problem with people thinking people take him lightly.
Okay. I don't know if that's what Will said, but I'm not.
That's what Kraig said. That's what I spoke to.
Oh, so he's talking to Kraig, not Will Smith.
Kraig, are you at the same show?
No. You telling me what Kraig said. You telling me what Kraig wasn't around Will Smith. You telling me what Kraig said.
And now back to Kraig Facts. Yeah.
You said damn what Will
Is
Smith
that what
said. I'm
Kraig
talking about
said?
Kraig said.
Kraig said that Will's got a problem with people taking him lightly, right?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Who is the guy walking around worried about that?
A lot of, that's nigga. Everybody's self-conscious about something.
So my question is not really who. We know there's people who do it, but who do you identify that person as? We got some kind of.
For the truth.
This nigga Dewan will not put that to he gonna keep it lit. He gonna say no, it's not that. It's what do you mean somebody now he's a truth searcher because
No, all of us, 100% of us has an area in our life that we're vulnerable in, that we don't.
You can't be a bitch
all
if
of
you're
us.
being honest, nigga.
now you
If
said bitch again. Which one is
I
it?
mean, but you keep taking it back to that.
I said
you
taking
keep
it
leading it back
lightly.
to what do you describe that?
Right.
He's using sincerity. He's being
what's that word?
not modest. He's being earnest.
Right. That what
Being
is
sincerity.
what do we look at?
That don't mean he's telling the truth. That
Of course
means
he ain't telling the truth.
He's just trying to be sincere. He's trying to be vulnerable so you can open up to what he has to say. This is a PR tactic. It has nothing. Everything he's telling me I can't take as absolute truth. That's why they call it whistleblowing, because it's a way you're sending messages with subtext. So what you're saying is not really what you're saying. So when he talks about being vulnerable, what he's not really talking about. He's trying to show that he's been victimized by situations as well, and this could be contributing to why he is doing shit. He's trying to, because he's demonized right now, so he doesn't want to be viewed as a predator. So he's looking for empathy.
Right.
That's why he's purposely being vulnerable. It's a motherfucking tactic So
he got his daughter in on it too. Huh? She's helping with the looking vulnerable.
But we talking about what he said. At the end of the day, Will Smith, shit, bro. What can we say bad about the nigga? He slapped the nigga. Everybody in here has slapped the nigga.
Not me.
Shit, I'd broke a nigga jaw, nigga. Slapped.
I ain't got no question of whether it can be done or not. I'm gonna go hard or go home. I ain't slapping nobody, man.
You ain't never slapped a bitch.
There we go. This nigga playing. Especially.
I think Blaze get going and be forgetting we got brains too, nigga. You can't tell me anything, man.
If I ain't slapping no man, what makes you think I'm gonna slap a soft, sweet?
There we go. Now he being
Now I'm gonna slap a woman. Are you crazy?
I ain't never put my hands on a woman.
Women beat me up.
Hey, all day I was.
That's why I drive fast cars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I gotta get up out of there, man.
You gotta get away fast.
I gotta get away fast.
What you got for us, yo? I mean, you did good too. What you got for us now?
Makes some sense into him.
And so, Snap, that dude was a former football player? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that part either.
Peace team. Now that's a bitch.
No, he got slapped though.
Huh?
Did you?
No, I'm talking about the attendant is a bitch. A bitch is a new definition for a bitch. A bitch is somebody that talked themselves into trouble that they can't get themselves out of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a bitch. It ain't a gender on it. That's a bitch.
And he tried to slap a grown man and thought that was gonna be it.
Say that again, please.
He tried to slap a grown man.
Thank you.
That was out of. That was different. That's different than the Chris Rock situation, though.
No, we're not talking about Chris Rock,
but he tried to slap. I'm saying if you under threat, the dude you don't hit dude, and now your next thing is not even getting the stance and have another punch coming. You threw an open hand slap and thought that was gonna be it.
He thought he had the power of Kraig and he was gonna break his jaw. But what he didn't realize is that he was lacking, and dude beat the dog shit out of him.
Yeah, the video was great. I saw it like 90 times.
He slapped that dude while he was talking. Like, he was like, yo, y'all see what he got slapped. He was talking to the people standing around.
That shit was funny, man.
The way he fell on the conveyor belt.
I was playing. I wonder what they was arguing about.
The baggage. Putting his bag on
No, it's more than that.
That sounds like a
Dude about to get paid, bro.
But the police arrested the black dude and let the workers go.
Oh, no, it's going to be some civil charges. He clearly hit him first. It don't matter what the customers say.
Lieutenant, it's going to be some money coming from the airline.
We all know it's two videos. I seen, one of them rewinded. back to where you see they.
No, that one too. That's
Yeah.
what I saw. They were running back. He still hit him first.
Okay. Because it looked a little shaky to me, but yeah.
I got 2 tips, man, for this situation. The first one is don't do your job too good. Sometimes people
Hey, that's a good one.
too well. I mean, he's not there to serve nobody. He's trying to get his bag from point A to point B through a wheelchair. Let the man live. You know what I mean? You ain't got to jump out or fight or charge.
Right.
You ain't got a hospital bill.
Right. Black eye.
You know what I mean? It's like that thing. The second thing is know when to say when. Because I don't know if y'all saw after the dude got whooped on, he got up with the eye all bloody.
Still walk back
Now
up.
he's in the stance ready to fight. He can't even find the dude. He all wobbly. And the dude, by then somebody had stepped in and was like, nah, he's done. He's done. So, A, don't do your job too good. B, know when to say when. Leave people the hell alone.
These jobs ain't worth it, man. Like,
That's
like,
even in his job.
right.
You know, security guards, their job is to
It ain't
observe
no sound
and
right.
report. That's
He wasn't
it.
even a security guard. He was like a baggage dude.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't even that. The security is supposed to observe and report. Imagine what his job description is.
But imagine
Count the carts.
how many times do you see people when you like throughout your day going shopping or whatever, the employees take their job real serious.
Yeah.
And even they're like, this job gonna keep pumping. With like, chill out.
I don't think they can hear. Hold on. I don't think they can. I don't think they can. They're saying the audio's fucked up.
That mic. That mic is out. Yeah, man. But like,
That's crazy, man. People overdoing all that.
that mic is out. For a job that really don't mess with you like that.
Right. I don't care if the job do mess with me. I'm doing definitely never nothing.
Hold on.
over.
They can't. I don't even think they can hear you, Blaze. See?
I just heard me.
Yeah, but I got this on max.
It should be a lot louder than that.
Man, y'all, my apologies, man. We're going to get it together. We're going to wrap up this episode, man, because we having these, Yeah, we're gonna log. We're gonna, nah, cause we gotta be out of here by now. You know what I'm saying?
In remembrance.
All right, we appreciate y'all's support, man. Tell everybody where they can. Well, I don't know if they could even hear you.
I can pass this mic.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Hotep.com. The Music Family Tree is coming out sometime this week or next week. It's finally done. It's got to finish the copyright process. And yeah, it's coming to y'all real soon.
Bad boy Blaze. Shout out to myself. It's 00BLZ at Instagram. 00BLZ. Holla backwards. Peace.
Uncle Todd Comedy, Facebook, Twitter, IG. Check the YouTube out. What y'all finna do? Check the album out. And shout out to the I'm Out There Nation. I know you out there.
Penn Roethlisberger on IG, Snaptastic_Penn. Watch out for that Dina Collective album. You think you write on the time? Well, I write more.
Yo, what's good? What's good? This be your boy, The Real DJ Show, man. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, The Real DJ Show. On YouTube, Plan A Radio. If you got any music, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is planaradiostation.com. If you got any music, come through to the top 10 music video and review countdown. If you need a write-up or anything like that, make sure you go to the website, planaradiostation.com. Show.
It seems like it's sounding all right, huh? Look, man, what y'all be honest. Somebody be honest. Tell me what it sound like. These motherfuckers playing. Y'all be honest. Somebody be honest. Tell me what it sound like. That sound cool right there. That finally came together. That nigga said shit. Fuck you, nigga. Hey, that these niggas in the comments is haters, man. You stayed your ass in this motherfucker, though. Oh, that shit just low. Oh, they said it's getting better. Said we good now. All right, man. Appreciate y'all supporting. All right, well, man, we appreciate y'all support, man. We're gonna see you Thursday, man. We're gonna have it right Thursday. Yeah. Oh, you something, get it from God. God, God, God.